Hi, I'm Hal Johnson.
And I'm Joanne McLeod.
And we're from BodyBreak.
Well, we've got another episode of BodyBreak for you from 1993. All our shows, we were out doing an activity. And this one, we actually were sailing. We had never sailed before, but we thought it would be a good idea. So we were on Lake Ontario, just outside of Toronto. And Hal, you did your investigating. You rented a sailboat.
Well, I didn't rent. That means you have to pay for it. What I always do, I would get stuff free. So what you'll see, I got this free boat to go out in Lake Ontario, and I also got an airplane one time, a 747 for free, and to film in. So I've a little negotiating and navigating. So it was, and we'll show you that in that particular episode a little later on.
And this is also one of the episodes that I like because it's a recipe. Yeah. So with lots of good foods in.
And it's still really good today. Looking at it and I go, that tastes pretty good. So why don't you take a look at it and come back? We'll tell you some things that happened that we're a little on the rough seas after that. So come on, take a look.
It's BodyBreak with Hal Johnson and Joanne McLeod.
Ahoy, matey. When you're out in the high seas, you really work up an appetite.
And to keep our energy high, I made this McLeod the night before that's chock full of good things to eat. It's quick and simple to make. Start with a large round loaf of bread and slice it in half horizontally. Then hollow out the top and bottom, leaving a half-inch crust. Cover the bottom with lettuce and add 2 tablespoons of calorie-reduced or other lower-fat dressing. The nice thing about using dressing is that it adds great flavor to your sandwich. We like peppercorn ranch, but you can use your favorite. Now arrange some lower-fat cheese over the lettuce and top with cucumber, turkey, and sliced tomatoes. Pour another 2 tablespoons of dressing and repeat the layers. End up with lettuce and top it with 2 tablespoons of dressing. Wrap the sandwich tightly and refrigerate for at least 2 hours or up to 24 hours before slicing into 4 to 6 wedges. It's an excellent picnic or party idea, and this sandwich contains foods from all 4 food groups.
Good food, blue skies. Now, if I only knew where I was going. So until next time, keep fit and have fun.
BodyBreak.
Now, how corny was that? Ahoy.
Yeah, but that was done before Titanic. And so I was at the end of it going,
we looked like we were by ourselves.
Yeah.
But we actually had someone that was
actually knew how to sail. We had never sailed before. But what happened is that our cameraman's camera, we're out on the Lake Ontario, we're quite a ways out, and our cameraman's camera breaks. Just when we started to shoot. So we were stressed out, and later that day we had to go up to north of Toronto to do a water skiing show. So we had a pretty tight time crunch. So he had to, and this was Saturday, so he had to race to a rental camera place in downtown Toronto, was fortunate enough to get a camera, race back out, and we're waiting at the shore for him. He hops in the boat, and then we rush back out there to shoot it. So we were stressed, to say the least, when we were doing this. We didn't think we would make it, but once again, Claude Garapi, an amazing man, he did it, came through, and
the weather cooperated. It was a beautiful day.
Beautiful day. But the seas were a little rough for some people that are not sailors in that capacity. But it was really about, again, that recipe. When we were taking a look at it, it still holds true today. It's very simple. It provides you so many, the good vitamins and minerals.
Foods from all 4 food groups.
Yeah, and it tastes really good. And I think that's the bottom line of it, is it tastes great and it's convenient and easy to make. So I take a look at that recipe again, and try it out. See what you think on it, because I after seeing it, I actually want to make it again. Haven't seen that in a while, but. No, and I think with nutrition, over the years, several things have changed with nutrition, and the low fat idea about, you have to have things low fat. I think it's gone a little bit changed now than it was before. We're not as focused on low fat, which is great. It's focusing on reducing the amount of sugar that's in your diet. And we look at that particular recipe, it ticks all the boxes.
But also what we were always trying to show is that you can add flavor to whatever meal you're making by just adding something like a condiment that provides like that peppercorn dressing. Added additional flavor than just like let's say a mayonnaise or something.
But I'll tell you a little secret about Joanne, is that like pepper is an exotic spice for Joanne. Like I love things that literally.
I'm better now.
Yeah, barbecue chips are her extent of spice. I love that where I start to cry. It's so spicy. I just love that the chilies and everything. So we have to cook separately because I really like a lot of spice, and Joanne doesn't. So when she makes a meal, it'll be like Joanne's meal, and then
Here's the bottle of spice.
The spice, and then I make it up. So she'll do her concoction, and I'll do mine. So our meals are very different because I really love spice, and I think that's one of the things, especially for people that are, if you're trying to lose weight or on a diet of any sort, and you say, gee, this stuff doesn't taste very good. Literally spice it up. Look to the spice rack, which is no calories, and that's going to give you so much more taste. Because oftentimes when you reduce the amount of fat and you reduce the amount of sugar, you're losing that taste that you're craving. But when you spice it, boy, does it ever, you kick it back in. So that would be, a tip that, for if you want to lose weight and you want to say eat healthy by reducing the amount of calories in your diet, add some spice to it, add some spice to your life and spice to your meal, and it'll do you good.
We haven't been sailing since. I think we should try it again.
Yeah, I think it was it was pretty good. We had a good time that day, and we'll do that again. But as we always say, until next time, keep fit and have fun. And
subscribe.
Subscribe wherever the bell is. I'm not sure where the bell is. And subscribe, and also make some comments down below. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear what you think of BodyBreak. What you think? What's your favorite BodyBreak of all time?
And how BodyBreak impacted your life?
Yeah, and do you like the mustache? Should I grow it back, or should I keep the mustache off? We'd love to hear from you. Okay, take care.
BodyBreak. BodyBreak.
BodyBreak.